And she is the reason why I don't support DEI.
Senator, first, I need to clarify something that you said, that I have to sit up here and say these things. No, I don't. I sit up here and speak the truth. I'm not going to sit up here and say anything that I need to say to get confirmed by this body. I don't have to say anything. I will answer the questions to the best of my ability.
All the woke liberal people are claiming that we didn't vote Kamala Harris because we hate women. No, Pam Bondi is the definition of the type of woman I would love to see represent us. She is the nominee pick for Attorney General that Donald Trump put in place, and she's clearly proving that no one's going to bully her into telling the truth. And I love how she put that senator in his place by saying she's not going to say whatever they want her to say. She's going to do her job and she's going to tell the truth. And she is the definition of what DEI is not. Pam Bondi is clearly qualified for her role. She's a badass that speaks up when it's necessary. But with DEI, it's all about what race, ethnicity, sexual preference, and gender you are, all to push a disgusting narrative that the majority of Americans don't prefer. So it shows that which party really cares about putting the right people in place to have competent, capable leaders versus the other party that just cares about people's feelings. Because when you're in your feelings, it's easier to manipulate. Oh, and the last thing I want to say is screw you, Mark Cuban, for claiming that Donald Trump doesn't surround himself with strong women, because it looks like the women he's putting in place are pretty badass.
Yep, Donald Trump is making sure all of y'all words backfire on y'all tenfold. These Democrats and liberals out here trying to make it seem like Donald Trump and his base has an issue or takes issues, I don't know why I repeated that, with women somehow. And that's just ridiculous. No matter how many times he debunks that, the media is not going to report it or give you guys the accurate truth as it relates to that, because they want the narrative to stick. But come on, man, Pam Bondi, whoa, Democrats plan backfired and gets destroyed during Pam Bondi's Senate hearing. And we're going to see what happens when the Democrats, their strategy backfires spectacularly. And yeah, man, this hearing could have destroyed more than these Democrats' reputations, because I ain't know half of these people up here. But I'm like, what? Every time, like, what? Now, just to give y'all, understanding, the Senate confirmation hearings for Donald Trump's nominees have been contentious, to say the least. But Pam Bondi's hearing for Attorney General took it to another level. Now, during the discussions on election integrity, DOJ independence, and legal qualifications, the political atmosphere was changed. Check this out. Now, in this first clip we're going to watch, shout out to Vigilant Fox for posting it. Pam Bondi calls out Dem Senator Mazi Hirono to her face in a fiery exchange. Yeah, I know about her. We know about her. Let's see what goes down, though.
So that sounds to me that you're saying that the White House will not have any kind of role. Meanwhile, though, you have an incoming president who said, I have the absolute right to do what I want to do with the Justice Department. And in fact, President-elect Trump considers the DOJ to be his law firm. I'll ask you this. If President-elect Trump asks, suggests, or hints that you as Attorney General should investigate one of his perceived political enemies, would you do so?
Senator Hirono, I wish you had met with me. Had you met with me, we could have discussed many things and gotten to know.
I am listening to you now. Could you respond to the question?
Yeah.
Wow, you see how they trying to get that gotcha moment, trying to set you up, and also trying to deflect from taking accountability, because you see Pam is calling Hirono out on her hypocrisy, saying that, hey, I was willing to meet with you and you wasn't willing to meet with me, and you sit here trying to question my integrity. Wow.
How could you respond to the question?
Yeah, you were the only one who refused to meet with me, Senator. But what we would have discussed is that it is the job of the Attorney General to
I'm very happy to listen to your responses under oath, Ms. Bondi. So I think it's really important to us that the Attorney General be independent of the White House. And you have a president-elect who considers the AG's office his law firm. I would like to know whether if the president suggests, hints, asks that you as Attorney General should investigate one of his perceived enemies.
Senator, I certainly have not heard the president say that. But what I will tell you is 2/3 of Americans have lost faith in the Department of Justice. And it's statements like that, I believe,
Ms.
that make
Bondi.
people continue to lose faith. If I am confirmed as Attorney General, it will be my job
Getting
to
on
not
to my
only
next
keep
question,
America
you're not
safe,
responding.
but restore integrity to that department.
Why don't we
and that's
move
what
on
I
to
plan
something
on
that
doing
you said
every single day as Attorney General.
on August?
I don't know, man. That was my interaction with Hirono, this woman, for the last couple of days. My perception of her is just that as somebody who's horrendous and vicious and just got evil intentions. Honestly, she's not up there to really ask any questions to genuinely gauge whether or not Pam is qualified for the job. You can tell that she has a conclusion already made, and she's not impressed whatsoever. This is beyond trying to grill somebody. You know, this is trying to trap somebody. And also trying to get her to say that she's willing to just attack anybody off of the strength of Donald Trump saying go, versus her undermining, which means she's trying to undermine her integrity and what she would be able to bring as Attorney General, and trying to say, pretty much paint her as, hey, you a watchdog for Donald Trump and just do whatever you want. But that backfired tremendously. Oh my gosh. Now, she's still on fire, Pam Bondi, that is. Senator, quote, Senator, I'm here to answer your questions, not to do your homework and study for you. When I tell you she put this man in his place, oh my gosh. Pete.
Your job will be, I'm speaking, your job will be to protect voters and election workers, not to undermine and dox them. Now, I know that earlier you agreed that Joe Biden is in fact president, but many of the president-elect's inner circle continue to spread the big lie about the 2020 election. Then we'll move on to a different topic.
Senator, you were speaking. May I speak? You cut me off when I was speaking. When I ask you the next question, you can speak, and I hope you answer, Ms. Bondi. Well, I'd like to answer the previous one, Senator.
When we met yesterday,
you pointed your finger at me and said you were speaking. You did not seem to be familiar. Let me answer my question. I'm not going to be bullied by you, Senator
Clause, the 14th Amendment of the United States of America, which was deeply disappointing.
I guess you didn't want to hear my answer about Pennsylvania.
After I gave an opportunity to study overnight. So can you tell me in this committee what the Citizenship Clause of the 14th Amendment says?
Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. If I am confirmed as Attorney General...
You're the one asking for a confirmation vote,
you
ma'am.
cut me off. Can I please finish?
What does the 14th Amendment say?
Senator, the 14th Amendment, we all know, addresses birthright citizenship. I've been a state prosecutor. I've been a state AG. I look forward to, even given your remarks today, working with you and the people of California if I am confirmed as the 87th Attorney General of the United States of America. I didn't take your homework assignment. I'm sorry. I was preparing for today.
Say, hey, look, bro, you ain't my teacher. You ain't finna be out here giving no homework assignments, dog. What's wrong with you, bro? I need to do your homework or whatever the case. Bro, come on. That was probably the moment. I don't know, but that was definitely a clear moment in which the Democrats' plan was backfiring right there in their face. That man tried to sit there and scold her like that. But yeah, you can see it was intense, but she didn't lose any integrity whatsoever. And his reaction to that was a complete meltdown. Complete meltdown, where he realized that his strategy was just utterly destroyed, trying to question her about the 14th Amendment, which ultimately is questioning whether or not she is qualified to do so. Now, before we get into the next clip of her going in on Adams, is it Skiff or Skype, or how do you say that man's name? Robert Davi actually chimed in. And he said Skiff needs to be, or Adam needs to be impeached, because he's an embarrassment. How dare he? Pam Bondi has more integrity and hangnail on a toenail than Skiff has in his whole body. Let's peep this.
My dear friends, I've done this video 3 times. I've been so enraged about hearing Adam Schiff question Pam Bondi, her integrity, and trying to trap her into his typical left-wing garbage. A guy like Schiff is responsible for what's wrong with California, the burning of California. Do you understand what Schiff is? And he was doing it to America with Russian collusion. And the Hunter Biden laptop, which I directed the film about it. And he said there was no laptop. Adam Schiff, what about you? You should be grilled in your chair. Adam Schiff, you shouldn't have a senatorship. You're a corrupt politician. You're a corrupt politician. And you're the most partisan pig I've ever heard in office with the rest of you lefties. It's ridiculous. And Maxine Waters, another one, saying that the rich, and I'm not rich, have to pay their fair share. They do pay their fair share, Maxine. But you guys got to govern better. You guys pissed on California. You and Adam Schiff and the rest of them that are in there. Pelosi, Gavin Newsom, you guys. All right? And now you're questioning Pam Bondi's integrity. Shame on you. Every single American on here should call your office and tell you you should be taken out of office just over Russian collusion. That lie.
The president has said Jack Smith should go to jail. Will you investigate Jack Smith?
Senator, I haven't seen the file. I haven't seen the investigation. I haven't looked at anything. It would be irresponsible of me to make a commitment regarding anything without, you're a long practicing attorney, without looking at a file.
So you would need a
Period.
factual predicate to open an investigation of Jack Smith. Is that right?
Not a summary by you sitting here. Yes, sir.
And not a summary by the president either, right?
Absolutely.
So a summary by the president or his desire to investigate Jack Smith would not be enough for you to open an investigation of Jack Smith. Is that right?
I will look at the facts and evidence in any case. You know,
and sitting here,
72%,
sitting here today,
Senator, 72% of Americans
please, I only have
have
7
lost
minutes.
faith in the Department of Justice.
Sitting here today, are you aware of any factual predicate to investigate Jack Smith? Sitting here today, yes or no?
Senator, I will look at the facts and the circumstances.
You can't answer that question.
Brought to me.
You're not a part of the department yet. There's no worry about divulging
I'm sitting
law
here as a
enforcement
nominee.
sensitive information. So just tell us.
I'm
Are you
sitting here as
aware?
a nominee.
Just tell us. Are you aware of a factual predicate to investigate Jack Smith? Yes or no?
Senator, what I'm hearing on the news
Are
is
you aware
horrible.
of a?
Do I know if he committed a crime? I have not looked
You seem reluctant to answer a simple question. Let me ask you a different simple question.
That whole Jack Smith moment makes me wonder. I don't know the ties just yet. Maybe somebody can explain in the comment section. Is Skiff worried about how if Donald Trump goes after Jack Smith in any kind of way, is Adam going to be implicated somehow? Makes me definitely lift an eyebrow to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm left pondering for sure because that calculated a question right there. But I just got to know. Now, I'm going to end this on a positive note with Senator Katie Britt, who praised Pam Bondi, strongly endorsed her qualifications for Attorney General.
I think it is absolutely completely ridiculous that anyone on the other side of the aisle would ever say that you were anything but immensely qualified for this job. From your time as a career prosecutor to then a two-time attorney general of the third largest state with regards to all of the people that operated underneath you, with what you were able to achieve. It is truly remarkable. The United States of America could only be so fortunate if you were confirmed and to have someone of your caliber, of your intellect, and of your experience running a department that unfortunately has been run into the ground.
And I'm seeing reports that it wasn't too long ago that Katie wasn't a Trump fan. My, times are turning. And let me ask you this. Do you think the Democrats plan backfired? Because I do.